What's up guys, welcome back to WBC Build. So today this is something completely different to our normal sort of scheduling. I'm doing a build challenge battle with Adiecraft here. Say hello.
Hello there.
So he challenged me on Twitter the other day to come up with, well, an idea of swapping our build styles around. So he's been building mainly in the Japanese Asian style, and I'm obviously doing my Victorian and Georgian stuff. So we thought, oh, this is quite a cool idea. Let's do a build swap and see how it turns out. So you've chosen your building and you know what you're going to do?
Yes, I have indeed. And ready and raring to go and try an entirely new style, which will be good.
Excellent. I too. I've never built in this style before at all, so this is going to be interesting. Okay, yeah, so obviously this is a challenge, and I'm not sure how we're going to rate it, but as I always rate things out of 10, and my highest has ever been is actually a 7 or an 8, so we'll have to do a little rating system at the end. So you're quite ventured in the Asian style, and I in the Georgian style, so I think that'd be quite good for us to judge each other's stuff. A little showcase at the end of the build.
Yep, I'm definitely happy with that. That sounds good to me.
So your challenge ground is just behind you on that ridge. There's like a little flat plain that I think will work quite well with the Georgian village.
Yep, nice big flat area for me to build something very special on.
Exactly, and I've taken this little ditch over here as my playground to have a little go in and see what I can come up with.
Fantastic, that's good. It looks good. A good location you've got over there.
Yeah,
I think it'll fit the style really well. So
I think so. I think the mountain will definitely complement what I'm trying to build. Okay,
fantastic.
So I think it's time to break and go see what we can do. I will find you at the end of the video for a little showcase.
Brilliant. Sounds good to me.
Right,
Best of luck.
Let's go. Okay, now we're getting into the build section of this video. I've never built a Japanese style before, as I said at the beginning of the video, so I really wanted to take this task on and just fly with it. Which means at the first point of call was definitely to build a torii gate, as this is a very, not generic, but a very iconic feeling Japanese Asian style build, which you'll see always across any sort of Minecraft project that has an Asian influence. Building a little path down to where we're going to put this pagoda. On screen now you can see the inspiration I've used for it, and I wanted to go for something with the green and the dark oak just to complement this area. And you've got all of the mountains around as well, which will help, I don't know, just bring a nice landscape to it. I really enjoyed building this, as I've never done an Asian style before, and it was just something completely different to what I'm used to. So that's always good, and it brought me out my comfort zone and gave me a new set of skills I can now go off and use. So I'm going to leave you guys with the rest of this time-lapse. I'm going to find you again with Adiecraft for the showcase section of this video. So I hope you enjoy watching this, and yes, I'll see you then. Right, hello, welcome back.
Hello indeed.
How's it going?
Yeah, no, I've finished. I'm happy with the result, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you've created.
I'm exactly the same. Yeah, I'm quite shocked I've managed to finish it. I had no idea what I was doing most of the way through, and you'll clearly see it if you walk over and you go, well, this isn't right. I don't mean to cause any offence to any of the the Asian market out there. So we'll see how it goes.
I have full confidence, having seen your builds, that it'll be fantastic.
Yes, thank you.
It's worth noting to the viewers that we picked a different place to meet, just because we realised where we were before would quite obviously show where your build was and spoil the surprise a bit.
Yeah, so I forgot that I'd actually chosen where we started as right next to where I wanted to build, and so yeah, oh well, we were just going to ruin the surprise. So where should we start?
Should we take a look at your Japanese creation?
Yes, onwards. Okay, first impressions then.
I can definitely see a very nice looking Torii shrine here.
Ah, thank you. I went for a diagonal one because I just wanted to use this landscape as much as I could.
Yeah, and they can be quite tricky to do in the diagonal, just because of like the limitations to the coloured blocks. So I think you've done a really good job there. I like what you've done with the banners, particularly hanging from these lamps.
Yeah, thank you for that. I thought we might as well go for banners galore because that's kind of the theme, isn't it? Lots of silks hanging down. It's
really good, and again, I'm sort of a big fan of the dark prismarine with the dark oak, I believe that is.
Yeah.
As well. So I think the thing that I think that you've done, which I do really like, because it gives quite a authentic and a more old looking view, is that's the red terracotta, isn't it?
Yeah. So it's a better feel than like a red concrete, or I don't even know, like I can't even think of what other block you would use.
Yeah, with the recently I did a video on Torii shrines, and there's the ones that are historic do have a more weathered look. So I think looking through this to the build, it actually has a really nice. It ties in nicely. So well done. First impressions, really good.
I can see that you actually are quite impressed with that. No, the moment I found this area when we were starting talking about this, I went, I know what I'm going to do. I want to put this pagoda type building in the background behind a gate, because I seen your video and went, those gates are really cool. So I want to just take it one extra level and do a diagonal one. I've never built one before, so I went, this will look cool.
Yeah, no, it's definitely worked. I think it's nice. You've got a nice scale to it as well, for it being the entryway to an area. So again, like, they come in all different sizes in reality, and yeah, you've done a good faithful representation. So I'm impressed.
Excellent, thank you. Right, okay, one tick. Yeah. Should we move on down the path and see the rest of it?
Yes. Now, did you place these snow blocks?
I did, yes.
Excellent. Yeah, no, it's a nice little touch there to kind of just make it to sort of bring the whole thing together. And the little is this I'm guessing that this is a natural little dip in the environment, but I just like the touch of how you've put the fence around it. It makes it look like it's meant to be there, and it ties it into the build. So
my whole mantra when it comes to like building towns in Minecraft and anything in Minecraft is I use the natural environment as best as I can, because terraforming's hard.
Yeah.
So I kind of just went, what I'm getting the feel of is, if you've ever played World of Warcraft, there's like the Warlords of Draenor expansion, and it's like I don't know, there's that feel to it. So I put these little campfires around, so it looks like people are just sort of set up outside the main camp.
No, it's good. It gives it a very campfires are one of my favourite blocks that they've brought into the game recently, because they add animation that can otherwise be missing, and a bit of life to a build. So it's good to
exactly
good to see
that.
them.
Okay, so we've got the main building itself. I guess it's a pagoda type building.
Fly up to get this in shot a bit. This is it's very, very nice looking, very grand looking structure that we've got here, and I see a nice diagonal staircase, something that people don't do enough, in my view, in Minecraft. People are scared to build on diagonals.
Do you know what? I really think they are, and diagonals just make something feel a bit more authentic, a bit more realistic.
Yeah, it's a shame that Minecraft doesn't allow more diagonal blocks, but one thing with diagonal staircases that I found is obviously you've used the half slabs here, I think.
It makes it easier to walk up rather than actual stairs, because stairs get a bit chunky.
Yeah, with the stairs, I like the angle of these blocks, but with the stairs, because they've got the rounding dynamics depending on how you put the stairs. you can actually almost get quite a flat looking look on some of these diagonal staircases, which not a lot of people know.
Oh, well, we'll give it a go sometimes. The interior is unfinished, but you can have a little peek your head in and see the emptiness.
A nice space.
Yeah.
Nice space. Yeah. Good.
I tried to taper the top up a little bit as well. I was looking at some reference pictures, and it looked like it sort of tapers slowly up to the top.
Yeah, they do. Almost all sort of Japanese builds have, whether they're multi-story, will have an element of tapering in there. So there's very few of them that I've seen anyway that do sort of maintain the same width all the way up.
Yeah.
So yeah, good representation there.
Excellent. So if you just sort of fly up, you see I've got little paths going out from three sides of it. I just thought I might make it look like it's been here a while, sort of thing.
Yeah, no, I like the surrounding area as well. It makes the build sort of sit in the landscape. And you were right. You have very much picked a great location for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is looking good. And again, that dark prismarine roof. Can't go far wrong with dark prismarine where it comes to Japanese roofs. Based on the copper, they use a lot of copper.
Yeah, so that's exactly what it was. It's the copper, and then the dark wood just sets it off well. And it fits in with this forest, like the forest is that colour anyway.
And I like the touch that you've got here, just a little splash of the green terracotta.
Around the bottom, always got to put a little bit of colour around the bottom of a build.
Yeah, and that's a very nice, again, like just the mixing it up slightly. People again, scared of diagonals, scared of colour as well, which is, not me and my builds, to be fair.
Right, so do you want to rate it out of 10? Because this is my rating system, and like 7 or 8 is always the best. I've never given anything 10 yet.
Right, but that's good to know before we go to the before I overstate it. Well, I think that you've got a lovely shape, you've got a fantastic feel to the area, so I like the way that it sits in the environment. I would say that this is easily a 7. I'd say this is
excellent. Thank you. I'll take that and run with it. Right, should we go see your one? I'm dying to see how you've taken on the Georgian style.
As you can see, it's quite large.
It looks in scale still.
Yes, yeah, that's one thing that I tried to do. So the one thing I kind of timed out a little bit on was landscaping. So I've done a little bit of the landscaping, but due to kind of the size of the build, it was just trying to make sure the proportions are right and some of the little details as well with it. But yeah, over to you to... Well,
yeah, all I can say is I believe I have actually seen the reference image you've definitely chosen for this one on the internet at some point, because this is quite a prominent Georgian house. It's definitely a mid to early Georgian. You've got the quoit stones on the side as well, which are really nice. Really hard to do sometimes. If you don't put enough like brick or enough wall into your build, into your design, you end up with no space to put those little details on the edge, and you do need them because they are the main features. Yeah, you've got a lovely front door as well. You've gone for a really nice porch over the top of it, and yeah, the doors are good. So another key thing is having just the double doors at the front give it this sense of grandeur, because if you go for one and you've built your build with just a middle, it doesn't always work very well.
No. And also working with a 2-block centre is with the windows and the scale, because obviously one of the key things in looking at it, the Georgian style, is the golden ratio and trying to...
Exactly that. I think you've definitely this is pleasing to the eye, so you've definitely done something right. Sometimes you find the Georgian build is wrong, and that's because it's been a refaced wooden structure from 100 or 200 years before the Georgian period, and they've just stuck sash windows on in a sort of haphazard way, and you look at it and it goes, this has definitely not been designed by someone that understands the golden ratio. But no, we've got a great looking building here. I really admire this. It's good. It is actually... It's taken me back. I didn't really expect you to have something of this grandeur. I thought you were just going to build like a townhouse or something, so this is nice.
Yeah, I did think about it, but the thing with the townhouse is when it's out of context, so where we were actually building, that it can look a little bit lost in the environment, because it's so dependent on having a set of other houses around it.
Exactly that. Yes. That lovely use of walls here for the drain pipes as well. Drain pipes are always a prominent feature on the Georgian build. It's because of the big flat roofs they have on top. So you've taken that and run with it. And I got to say, the chimneys as the main feature here is perfect. So I like how you've used the brick walls to add a little bit of depth in there, and the tops as well. These are, I may actually end up borrowing this design for some of mine, because I always end up just using anvils to simulate this rather than actually do it itself.
Which for something this size, like, you can get away with it. So at the reference imaging I was looking at, actually, that was the thing that attracted me to these two. And I think I mentioned to you in sort of like chatting that actually the way that I'm looking now was the first picture I saw of this, and I thought that this was the house. So looking at it from this aspect, I thought was the house, and I thought, oh, this is a brilliant build. This is something that I can quite easily knock together. It was only when I found out what it is, and it's a place called the Salutation Hotel in Kent that this is based on, in Sandwich. And when I looked at further images, I was like, wait a minute, this can't be the same place, because it was showing the front aspect. I realised the slight error of my ways, that actually it was a lot bigger than I thought. But then I was like, one in, all in, let's go for it.
No, and you've done a cracking job of it. This is this is great. So this is like you said, your first time of building this style as well. So I'm taken back by it.
Yeah. So there is one more thing to just sort of show you if you follow me inside.
Oh,
so
inside.
Again, we didn't say that we were going to do the interiors, but once I built it with the setting with the grass, I thought I'd just add a nice little floor to it. So,
that's good. You got a nice little patterned floor. Yeah.
Bit of parquet flooring there for.
That's very nice. That's you've done this all by hand as well. Oh god, that's very nice.
Yeah. So once you know how, it's not too painful, but it is something that does take a little bit of knowing how to do it. It's one of those kind of like tricks.
No, you've inspired me now to put this in one of my builds. So this is the whole thing about sharing build ideas and sharing stuff is people learn from each other.
Absolutely, and people just have a different viewpoint on exactly how you might undertake a building like this. So I'm guessing that it probably wouldn't be the same way that you would go about building this that I did.
No, not at all actually. No, you've definitely taken it on and done different things to what I would normally do. For windows, I would like put the brick either side to act as like a ledge or something. But you've done it that way, and I like how you've done these dormers up here as well with the trapdoors rather than whole bricks. It's completely different to how I would do it. So thumbs up for that.
Fantastic. Well, I think that comes down to the rating then. So
right. I think, and this is my rating system, which for members of the channel will know how I rate things. I'm going to give it a 7. Yeah. It's a strong 7. So yeah, you should be happy with that 7, as I've only ever really given things 7.
Fantastic. Well, I'm glad that you like it, and I'm equally impressed with your build. And really well done.
Excellent. Yeah, I've enjoyed this. So thank you all for watching this one. I think we'll definitely do this again at some point. Another build swap where we'll both be out of our comfort zones doing something different. So I'm not entirely sure what style's next. I've really never built not a Georgian, of course I do a Georgian and stuff, a medieval or Roman, so maybe that's something we could try.
Yeah, I mean, I think that maybe we open up to people on Twitter and get them to give us a suggestion of what to build.
Exactly, yes. I think we need to ask the audience on that one, but I'm up for doing this again at some point.
Yeah, definitely. It was great fun, and it's always good to try something a little bit different. Happy with the result. I take it you are happy with what your build is?
I was shocked I managed to make it, to be honest. That's that's the level of sort of like, I stood back from it and went, this is the right sort of shape. How have I managed to do that? Yeah. So it gave me a bit more confidence to build out of my comfort zone.
Fantastic. Well, you did a brilliant job.
Your link will be down below for Adiecraft, and it will be for you to go on and have a look at your tutorials. I mean, you did a great one on the Tory gates as well, and one on Orca I remember watching. So always worth watching.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Cool.
Thank you for this. It's been brilliant, and thanks everybody who's been watching for watching.
Yeah, thank you all. Right, we'll see you all next time.